Listen, we're back. I missed the last bus going home, so I'm just gonna walk home today. Listen, you gotta give me those follows, guys. Guys, you gotta give me the follows. Let me know when I go live, you get that notification. Pixel's Room wants me to stream movies? Hell no. Hell no, I'm not streaming movies. Listen, I only went live just to soak up all of those follows. Catch all the people leaving the other stream. That's it. I don't have a plan here. Listen, I'm a man without a plan right now. But guess what? We have a stream. It's on. And we're having fun. We'll spend some time just, getting people to get to this. Not a strims.gg link? You want a strims.gg link? Let me get that strims.gg link. Let's see. Let me find that strims.gg link. Strims.gg. Let's go there. Engineering Today. Get in here, guys. What are you doing? What are you doing if you're not in here? Listen. Hopinar, nice to see you. Nice to see you again. Listen. I want all you guys to be happy. That's why I'm back. I'm soaking up all those viewers. Listen. We're gonna have fun in here. We're just spending some time together. We're spending some time together right now. I've got a great idea. I need to get a dog. You guys need to help me get a dog. Is this a comp sci stream? Usually it is. Well, right now, listen, this is the Comfy Sunday stream. JV Pratt, Engineering Today, you better be adopting? Of course I'm adopting. Dogs suck? Dogs don't suck. Why do you say dogs suck? I've had cats. I've never had a dog, though. Dogs seem really nice. Not like a tiny dog. I don't want a tiny dog. But I'd like a dog. I think I'd like a dog. That way I can really... That way I can have labs in the lab. The next... Change your name back to Why So Green. This one sucks. Yeah, I like Why So Green more, but... It doesn't say anything about what I do. Engineering Today is Why So Green? Yes. Same person. Same person. Listen, I need to adopt a dog, and I need your guys' help. And whoever asked if it was a computer science stream, technically, it's a computer engineering stream, but there's a lot of crossover with computer science. As you'll see from, I'll be going over crafting a compiler, I'll be going over computer networks, I'll be going over operating systems. All that stuff has crossover, right? All that stuff has crossover. A border collie? Maybe. Honestly, no idea what a border collie is. Why don't we look it up? Oh, border collies look awesome. I like border collies. That's a good suggestion. What about a golden retriever? It's the ultimate wowie. We get 3. We get 3. Look at this. I need to get 3 dogs. Engineer Today, get a bloodhound. Listen, I think bloodhounds are pretty cute. They need like 2 hours of work every day. So, Jam Crackers, what do you mean by their 2 hours of work every day? Do you mean like just to get out all the energy that they need to work out, it's 2 hours a day? Or maintenance or something that they need 2 hours of work every day. Border collies need exercise and they need proper training. Okay. Oh, look at this dude. I love him. He's my favorite. Get a German Shepherd. Listen, I'm looking at German Shepherds right now. Goldens are dumb as eggplants. I've never heard someone compare a dog to an eggplant. I love it. I love it. Guys, welcome to the stream. We got 60 people here right now. Listen, I need you to follow me. I'm never going to get that partner status if you don't follow me. If I don't get that partner status, how can I teach computer architecture to the masses? A Finnish Spitz. What's a Finnish Spitz? I don't know what a Finnish Spitz is. Let me look it up. Alright. Oh. Why does his head not look the right size? His head looks too small. Okay. So that's an option. Oh, someone has suggested Bloodhound. Get an Akita. Akita dog. Oh, these little dudes. Alright. Oh, look how noble that guy is. Look how noble. How regal. How regal. Okay. What else we got? Can you just teach us about dogs instead today? Listen, we're not doing any computer science stuff today. We're not doing any computer engineering. We did our computer engineering stuff already. We did our computer engineering stuff. Listen. Engineering today, what about cows? What about cows? I don't think I have space for a cow. I have an apartment. I have an apartment, so that means I have no yard. If I need to, like, walk a dog a ton, that's not a problem for me. Okay. Someone's suggesting, oh, that's the wrong thing. A Belgian Blue. Ah, so this is a Belgian Blue. This is an interesting dog. That's an interesting dog. A Tibetan Mastiff. That's a pretty swole dog. A Tibetan Mastiff. Oh, these monsters. These guys are huge, aren't they? These dogs are huge. Portuguese Podengos can be good. Okay. Oh, look at this dude. Look at this dude. Look at that. That's courtesy of Jam Crackers, everybody. A Mastiff or a Shar-Pei. Okay. Having something in your house that can yoink half your throat in your sleep. I mean, the goal is that they don't do that. A Corgador? Okay. Ooh, wait. What costs hundreds of millions? The Tibetan Mastiff? Well, what are we talking about? Another movie streamer bites the dust? Yeah, listen, I watched a lot of his streams. But listen, he's going to have a wonderful time doing his job. We're all proud of him. Okay, so probably not a Tibetan Mastiff then. What's this? A Corgador. Okay, these are pretty cute. I don't think I like them as much as a German Shepherd. But it's still pretty cute. What else we got? What's a Shar-Pei? Oh. Oh, look how droopy he is. Oh, these are some droopy boys. Get a black lab. A black lab. Oh, look at him. Look at him. The smaller smart dogs are way better. See, Craxy, I don't mind walking dogs. I would actually love to have a dog that I could run with because I hate running. I still run, but I hate running. I feel like I would way more enjoy running if I was, say, running to work out a dog. Oh, what's the yeah, me too in a perfect world, but having a full-time job dog. Yeah, I know. I understand the practicality concerns. I get that. I get it. Guys, I have the greatest picture for you. You've probably seen it. Have you guys met Earl yet? Have you guys met Earl? This is Earl. Australian Shepherds are the best. Okay. Long-haired German Shepherd or a Belgian Shepherd. Or it could be one of those people that gets a... I could be one of those people that gets a husky. But aren't huskies super expensive too? What was I going to look up? Oh, I was going to look up best dogs to run with. Okay. We're going to keep this picture up, though. I like this picture. Okay. Border Collie? Hey, someone suggested that. Roosby, why? Your name is white and I can't read it at all on this monitor. Who decided to allow white text on, like, white backgrounds? That's a horrible design decision. Okay, we're gonna look through these dogs in a second. But what is the... West Siberian? East Siberian? A West Siberian. Laika? Is that it? What is this? Who are you? Images. Oh, okay. These are like huskies. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess it's not a husky. It's a West Siberian Laika. Okay. Oh, he's a scary boy. That's a pretty scary dude right there. Huh. That's interesting. Not using dark mode in 2018. Yeah. I need to switch it over. It's yellow? Maybe it's just this monitor then. My goodness, I can't see it at all. It's in... I should take a picture of this because I can't see this at all. A Norwegian Elkhound? Okay, this is the last one we're going to look up. Last thing we're going to look up is a Norwegian Elkhound before we go through the best dogs to run with. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, these guys are pretty small. Oh, it looks like someone took a husky and then cut off part of the center. It looks like a shortened version of a Oh, it might only be yellow for you. No, it looks like white to me on a white background. Yeah. Okay, we're going into the full first thing again. Guys, say hello to Earl. This is Earl. He wants to ask you what you think of his tiny hat. This is Earl. He's the mascot of the stream now. Alaskan Malamutes? All right. He's the new mascot. Oh, that's okay. I love him. He's great. This is a good decision to look at dogs right now. This is a great decision. Oh, wait, let me update the stream title. Okay. We're looking at dogs only right now. This is a dog-only stream. But we accept everyone. Okay. Don't you have to do a lot of extra stuff in warmer weather? Probably. I don't know anything about maintaining. I don't know any about maintaining those types of dogs. I would guess you probably have to. I mean, that's why you always see people that you see the videos of like an ice machine and dumping ice on huskies and those little baby pools, right? So there's a border collie. What is that? Is that a Weimaraner? Weimaraner? Is it like German? Weimaraner? Maybe. Australian Shepherd. I like those. Those look like a border collie. A little bit. Siberian Husky. Very nice. A classic. A Rhodesian Ridgeback. A Rhodesian Ridgeback, that sounds like the name of a dragon in Harry Potter. We get the dragon dog. A Dalmatian. A Jack Russell Terrier. Hey, we can get Eddie from, that's what Eddie was from Frasier. We could get a Jack Russell Terrier and call him Eddie. A Vizsla. Another terrier. Oh, look how fuzzy he is. Look how regal he is with that goatee. Yeah, Wishbone. What's the story, Wishbone? You guys watch Wishbone as a kid? Were you guys those PBS kids? You watch Arthur? You watch that Mr. Rogers? I watched all that stuff. Remember that? Remember that? Oh, we got greyhounds. Greyhounds are too big. I don't have space for a greyhound. Oh, no, wait. Greyhounds are different. No, I'm thinking of Great Danes. I like the idea of a German Shepherd. That'd be pretty cool. I've never priced out dogs before. How much for a border collie? 600 to 800, but I would adopt. Listen. If I'm going to get a dog, I'm going to get a dog that, you know, I'm saving from getting put down just because there's so many people that give up on their dogs. I don't want to just get a fox. Get a fox or get a ferret. A very happy fox. That's a nice video. Oh, look at him. Oh, he like scratches too? I could just get a fox. I don't think I will though. Giving up on doggies, so many dogs put down. That is a feels bad man. That is a real feels bad man. But guess what? If we can save one, I think we're doing our job. Yeah, border collie. You can generally adopt a collie. Let's see. Adopt border collie Indiana. Border collie rescue. Adoptable dogs. Let's see. What do we got? We've got Bear, Champ, Gus, Loki, Magic, Noah, Olivia. Oh, I could get a dog called Olivia, and I could nickname her Olive. Doxed. Yep, completely doxed right now. Okay, let's look at Bear. Male, neutered, short coat. Looks like a pretty cool dude. Let's look at Champ. Hey there, Champ. Another male. Oh, there's Gus. Gustavo. Oh, that's a nice dog. Do they have anything about the pricing? Oh, only 6 months old. Oh, is this just a site? Is this just a site to put people in contact with one another? This isn't a place, is it? Magic. 3 years, 11 months, best estimate. It's their bestimate. Okay. Adorable, very sweet. She also likes her cuddle time. This is the one. This is the dog. Magic. So the only problem is I don't want my dog to be named Magic. I've got nothing against the dog, but I'd probably pick a different name. Yeah, cuddle time. Listen. I'm all about it. I'm all about it. Okay. Who's next? Noah. What do we got, Noah? Oh. Noah's okay. Oh, okay. There we go. Let me get some pictures. That first picture, probably... You could probably pick a better picture out of these. More about... Not good with kids. I mean, I don't have kids, but... How do you have a dog that's good with cats and good with dogs, but not with kids? What does that mean? How is that possible? Is that a thing? I don't know. I don't like that. Okay, let's look at Olive. Listen, I already like Olivia because of the name. Oh, it's an older. Oh. Nope. It's not happening. Requires a secure fence. Experienced handler needed. Livy. Wait. The magic dog wasn't good with kids either, but how do you have a description that says good with other dogs, good with cats, but not good with kids? Do dogs really act so differently between other dogs and with kids? It means they have been abused? What does? That they're not good with kids. Okay, they do? Okay. I'll take it. I wouldn't know, so I'm not going to magically pretend like I do know. Okay. Sorry, also, I was going to mention this. They said they're talking about they shortened this Olivia's name to Livy. Why wouldn't you call this dog Olive? Why would you shorten it to Olive? That's way better. Okay, let's look at Ty. What does Ty have? What's up with Ty? Okay. 4 years old, 9 months. Wait, these are all like updated 2 years ago. Plymouth. Please note this dog's foster home location is included in the page, but you must go through... Okay, whatever. Meet and greet with the foster dog. House trained. Listen, I want to know if it's a friendly dog. Home without children. Okay, never mind. Oh, this is a cute one. He will acquire experienced home with no small children. He is very triggered by motion and has a lot of herding tendencies. What is herding tendencies? Does that mean if you like put him with a bunch of kids, he's going to try to herd the kids? Is that why no small children allowed? Because he's going to try to herd them? Okay. Well, that's not going to work out. All right. First one was okay. Highlighted dogs. Okay, we already saw these. All right, Midwest Border Collie Rescue. All right. What do we got? Oh, look at him. Our dogs. Oh. Oh, wow. Apparently they just... Please tell me that these are all like puppies or something, and that literally everyone that saw Guardians of the Galaxy didn't just give up on all their dogs. Please tell me that that's not what was happening. Yondu, Star-Lord, Rocket, Nebula, Drax, Gamora, Groot, Mantis. What's going on here? Are people that like Guardians of the Galaxy just the worst dog owners? Is that what's going on? Is that what is going on here? Click, 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 click. Let's get them all. Adoption pending, adoption pending. Maybe we'll swipe them. We'll undercut them. Getting dogs for New Avengers. Listen, I'll get all of the dogs that are. I'll adopt all the dogs that have Guardians of the Galaxy references, and then when the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 comes out, I'll take them all to the theater. Yep, get the whole cast. If I'm going to get one, I have to get the whole cast. What's going on here? Why is this website not loading? Okay. Is this Yondu? Okay, so that's Yondu. Are these all the same? No, they're a little different. Star-Lord... Okay. Okay. Oh, these are all like puppies. They're like 8 weeks old, 9 weeks old. I mean, they're cute. I like them, but... Yeah. Oh, wait. Okay, here we go. Do we have an actual rescue dog? 2 years old? Okay. Central Iowa. That's fairly close. That's not too far away. View the Guardians. Is this another Guardians of the Galaxy reference? Miss Galaxy? I haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy in forever. Wesley? Well, then I have to get the whole Star Trek cast, don't I? Wesley, Crusher, and... Severe illnesses that need attending to. Nope. I can't afford that. I'm not about to start paying thousands of dollars for a new dog. That's out of my price range. Woodrow, adoption pending. Spry older guy, 12 years old. Heartworm shots, okay. Betty Lou. Andy. Okay. Oh, let's see. Craxy. They have dogs with all the names from the Marvel Universe, but they send the 50% that got snapped away to the pound. I don't feel so good. Oh. Yikes. Her name was Galaxy, and they named her her litter of the Guardians of Galaxy. Okay. I got it. Neat. And then, let's see Missy. Ooh. 16 months old. Oh, that's a fairly young dog. So... We practice much of her homework in the living room and backyard. They're talking about homework and stuff. Is this like a... Is this supposed to be a... what is it, a support dog or something? Huh. What's CCD behaviors? Obsessive compulsive, okay. but dogs can exhibit them as well. Canine compulsive disorder. Okay. I've never heard of that before. That's interesting to me. I didn't know that. Hey, you know, if you took anything away from this short little stream, it's that dogs can get OCD as well. Or not can get, can have. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay. Oh, I could have just scrolled down. I'm an idiot. Oof. Oof. AdoptAPet.com. We saw him. He was on the other side. He was on the first side, I think. No. Oh, wait. These are all from the first side, aren't they? Well, I don't recognize Remington or Sarge. Okay. Evansville, Indiana. I think the what's it called? The You Suck at Cooking guy. I think he's from Indiana. He makes like a reference to like Evansville, Indiana or something, or some middle of nowhere place, Indiana, in one of his videos. So he might be from Evansville. Is this the You Suck at Cooking guy's dogs? Did we find them? Did we find his dogs? Is he getting rid of his dogs? Oh, it's a courtesy listing. It's not even from Indiana. It's in Champaign, Illinois. Home of University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, one of the greatest universities in the United States and the world. Okay. Okay. Well, this is pretty cool. Huh. Okay. The local pound would be super cheap, and collies are common, probably worth a look. I'd rather have him give away his dogs than for him to come up with a special dish. Yeah, I hope he doesn't eat his dogs. I would guess he probably doesn't. Yeah, no. Acute Berry, I'm absolutely going to look at local pounds. I just didn't want to bring up local pounds on stream. I don't know how much information about where I live I want to give out. I mean, it's not hard to figure out where I live, but... Okay. Just gotta meter that stuff out, right? Just gotta meter it out. Okay. We know everything? Okay. I mean, if you know everything, I mean, it doesn't matter then, right? I mean, it's not a big deal to me. It's not like I'm hiding anything. It's just a lie by omission. Alright, let's look at Earl again. Alright. So Earl and myself want to thank you guys for coming to the stream. Delete the VOD. Yeah, delete the VOD, guys. Wait, get my mods on it. Get all my mods to go delete the VODs. I don't have any mods. I have sole authoritarian control. That's it. It's just me. I've got a question. Anyone can answer this. No mods, no masters. Yeah, that's right. I've got a question. How big of a chat do you generally need, or not generally need, how many active people in chat what's the minimum bar for having to get a moderator? We have nothing to lose but our chains. What do you guys think that is? Do you think it's like 100, 200? One chatter? One chatter? I've got it. One mod per one chatter. Half the chatters are mods. I need a self-moderated chat. Listen, using Twitch chat. I've got a great idea. Make everyone a mod. Ooh. Mutually assured destruction. I like it. Using the Twitch chat. I've got a great idea. I mean, I could fairly easily make a website, right? I could make a website. I could make my own chat. The Engineering Today dedicated chat room. Yeah. I might look into doing that if I get some free time. I mean, I feel fairly comfortable with my programming. Maybe that'll be a couple streams. Maybe because Sunday streams are going to be my general purpose streams. All the Strims GG stuff is open source, I think. Yeah, I mean, it's all just on GitHub. But I think, but the thing is that chat is very much focused on, you know, just like there's Twitch chat and there's the DGG chat and then Strims chat, which is the same thing really as DGG chat. My thought is those are based around the premise of having basically just being able to send messages to one another and then having emotes, right? Nothing super special. So I was thinking, well, if I'm going to do teaching type stuff, what kind of neat modifications could I make to a chat in order to, you know, better support the kind of content I create? Because it still is entertainment to some extent. But I don't know, is there a better way to deal with this? So think of something like Facebook's message system. I think Facebook's message system supports like LaTeX, right? I think it supports LaTeX. So I'm not saying that a bunch of people are going to be using LaTeX, but hey, we could do that. Now, the more interesting thing would be, it would be really, really convenient to simply post pictures in chat, kind of like, I guess Discord does this. I don't use Discord, but message threading or something? What do you mean by message threading? If you could just post a picture and instead of showing up as a link, it just shows up as a picture, I think that would be really interesting. Now, that would require a lot more heavy moderation. Like, maybe it would only be trusted people that would get that privilege. But that would be really useful because a lot of times, you know, if somebody from chat, I'm not going to be clicking a bunch, you know, I click links in chat, but in order for me to decide whether to put it on stream, I have to open the link, see if it's appropriate, or make sure it's appropriate, and then move it to the screen. But if it's already in the chat, that means I know that everyone else has already seen it or can open it from there. And I don't just have to say, oh, look at this user. I think that would be interesting if we could do that. What's another good idea that we could use for it? So this is an interesting question. So if we were to fundamentally design a chat with under a teaching premise rather than an entertainment premise, how would we do that? So how does teaching differ from regular entertainment? So the kind of information that we need to give out, it's a lot more homework. Teaching requires more interaction. I agree. It does. It absolutely requires more interaction. So that's why I was suggesting chatters being able to post pictures in chat. having a... So what's a good way that we could do questions? Because right now when people ask a question in chat, I mean, it's so easy for it to just get filtered out. Right? It's so easy for it to just get filtered out if chat is moving fairly quickly. Or not filtered out, but it's hard for it to be noticeable if things are moving out fairly quickly. Posting some music. Very nice. We'll give it a listen later. So if we had a separate... I have no idea what that is. Maybe somehow make a separate question command that just made a list of questions. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think that's a good idea. I like that idea. Oh, Shiba Inu the dog. Okay. Yeah, the Shibas. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know much about Shibas, though. I'd like a dog that I could run with and a fair amount of distance running. Because when I go running, it's probably going to be for like 5 miles, 10 miles maybe. And so I'd like a dog that's able to, you know, go that distance. Or at least a fair distance. So that's why I really don't want a small dog. You'd want direct responses to specific messages, so threading like Gmail. Yeah, okay, I understand. So let's think about maybe somehow make a separate question command thing that just makes a list of questions. So would we integrate that as just a separate box in the chat or a separate tab? I don't like the separate tab idea. I think the separate tab idea would be a bad one because then you have to go back and forth between questions and talking to one another. So maybe a box that takes up maybe 3 or 4 lines for questions at the very top of the chat. And then all of the similar type questions, I don't know how you would do this. Maybe you just sort it by keywords. If they have a certain keyword, some keywords in it, or they match by a certain percentage, they all get coalesced into a single question. That would be difficult, and that would require a lot of maybe at mentions with a question mark. Yeah, I mean, so I get what you're saying about highlighting the questions, but the thing is, I don't want the questions to run off the page. So I'm thinking having a separate, so if you have, oh, but how do you determine whether or not it's a question for someone else in chat, or if it's a question for... How do you tell if it's a question for someone else in chat or it's a question for me, the streamer? That's an interesting problem. I've actually been thinking of doing online content for the Calc 2 class I'm TAing in the fall. So this is good content for me. Oh, good. I'm glad. I remember TAing a couple classes in undergrad. It's fun. I did a logic design class and I did a digital design class. I TA'd for those. And then I provided like TA stuff for a bunch of classes that I wasn't getting paid for. That was a mistake. A waste of time. That ended up soaking up so much time. Listen, Kagasa, I've got a great idea for you. The professors that I TA'd for, They absolutely loved me because I went up to those professors and I asked, "Hi." I usually knew them because I'd taken a class with them. But I would be, "Hey, Dr. So-and-so. I was thinking, since I'm TAing for the class, what are the most difficult, what are the sections of the class that people have the most trouble with, or what are the topics?" And what I would do is I would compile a list of those topics, and I would make a couple videos directly on those topics. And then a lot of schools use Blackboard or something similar to Blackboard, maybe something like Canvas for having course content. And I would just get permission to do stuff on Canvas or Blackboard, and I would just upload those videos directly to Blackboard. So that's an interesting thing you could do. And then if you don't want to worry about publishing for everyone to see it on YouTube or something, you can have, direct interaction just with, within that class. Okay. So what else should we support in this chat? So we need a feature that better integrates asking questions. So what else is a fundamental difference with teaching streams? I have something. I need a way something like Google Classroom. What's Google Classroom? I don't know what that is. Google Classroom. Google Classroom is a free web app service developed by Google for schools that aims to simplify creating, distributing, and grading assignments in a paperless way. Nice job, Jennifer. Okay. So you invite people, you have different classes that you invite people to. So is this just basically like Blackboard or Canvas? Is that basically what Google Classroom is? It's just a replacement for that? Where you can post content? That's pretty good. I don't know what I can leverage from this, though. I don't know if there's any features here that I would want. Oh, no, never mind. There is a feature. Hosting documents. If I could in real time upload documents for people to access from a sidebar, that would be nice. Yeah. I think you can. With Google Classroom? Yeah, we were just looking at that. No, but I wouldn't be using Google Classroom because there's more features that Google Classroom probably doesn't have that I would want to add. So something like questions, right? And I'm talking about if I'm streaming on Twitch, obviously the goal of streaming on Twitch would be to get a larger audience. And I'm not going to get a larger audience on Google Classrooms because I have to invite people. And I have to invite people with a Google account. So it would be more of what features of Google Classroom can I leverage and add to this other. You can ask them to add features. Yeah, but I mean that doesn't change the fact that I'm not going to have any outreach. That's purely so for Kagasaw. That's probably perfect because Kagasaw is going to be a TA, so he can just invite everybody from the class. But he's teaching a fixed amount of people. My goal is to grow the stream to teach as many people as will come to the stream. Okay, so we need to address asking questions. Let's just open up a drive. Let's open up a new doc. Okay. By the way, what are you planning to teach? Okay, good question. So, I'm going to be teaching 5 things, and we're going to go through 1 chapter of each of these books per week. So the first thing we're going to go over is what we've already started going over. If you want to watch the previous streams, the VODs are up right now. I've also uploaded them to my YouTube account below. You can click on that link and give me a follow on there. So we're going to be doing computer organization and design. This is a first class in computer architecture. We're also going to be learning fundamentals of logic design, and this is a basic first computer engineering course. So this is usually a sophomore level class at a university. Or second semester freshman, and it's very basic stuff about Boolean algebra, things like logic gates and truth tables, very simple stuff, and state machines and K-maps. Pretty interesting stuff, but very, very beginner stuff. Then we're going to be going over crafting a compiler. We're going to be going over, like I said, operating systems and computer networks. And so this is the really engineering coursework related topics we're going to be covering. Now, in addition to that, we're going to be going over, I had a couple ideas from earlier that we're going to be doing, and that's some non-engineering related stuff. So we might do some tennis or cello streams where I play tennis or I play cello for you guys. We designed a PC earlier today. What we're going to start doing on Saturdays is, or maybe Sundays, is learning another language. So that's going to be German and Japanese. We're going to spend about an hour and a half learning German and an hour and a half learning Japanese. And then as far as additional engineering content, we're going to look over research papers. We're going to go over some things to make your life easier, so some command line tips and key bindings that are very common and very useful to use, and programs that are extensions that are very useful to use. We're going to do some problem solving. This is mainly going to be on YouTube. We're going to do maybe some programming stuff, so programming GPUs with CUDA, C and C++, and maybe some Python stuff. And then we're going to demo some of the simulators that I work on, demo some real-world code. So most of the time in a CS degree or something, you're only going to be going over, very basic, very beginner type code, but not the highly optimized stuff that goes on in the real world. So we'll probably look at some CUDA code, some GPU code that is more real world. And then probably some machine learning memes. Reinforcement learning, absolutely. Okay, so back to here. What were we talking about? So, ideas for a teaching chat. Okay, so 1, questions. Need to separate them from other messages, but we need, at the same time, to keep them on the same screen as messages. Okay, and then we want files. So, easy way to upload files for users to download. Okay. 3, what else do we need? So questions and files. Is this all to be done within Twitch chat? Probably not. This is going to be probably my own chat that I end up making. I don't see how I do it with... Probably on a different site, yeah. So probably something like Strims or Destiny GG, but it's going to be like engineering today. Like so the reason why I'm looking at doing my own thing is because fundamentally this chat is way different than something like Strims or Twitch chat. Those two things are very similar, right? Those two on a functionality point of view, not necessarily on a user point of view. So don't get rustled by me saying they're very similar. Yeah, so Twitch chat and DGG and Strims chat are all under this focus of entertainment. And so they don't have... so I'm just thinking out loud to myself, well, how would we design a chat that enables teaching better? And so these are just some ideas that I've had. So questions, we need to separate them from other messages, and we need to keep them on the same screen as messages. Files, we need an easy way to upload files for users to download. What else were we thinking? I feel like there's a uploading images. So I need a way for chatters to be able to upload images. But how do we moderate this at scale? That's an interesting question. Okay. So let's see what else is fundamental about teaching. So let's see from my side. On my end of things, I need to be able to answer questions. I have an idea. This is more of a deep implementation part of the question. So when I answer a question, what if the teacher wants to ask questions from chat? Will they just spam the answer? I need a way for that to be coalesced. I need to that all be coalesced in... I guess that gets to the point of, do I have both questions that I ask chat and questions that chat ask me? Are those going to be in the same partition part of the window? So that's interesting. So maybe that can be a different tab in this window. DGG does combos with memes. Well, yeah, I know exactly where the responses could stack, but if people spell things, yeah, but if people spell things slightly differently, then they won't stack. Emote only teaching stream. I like it. Design a chat using only or design a cache using only poggers and PogChamp. Twitch Play C++. Design a fully associative chat cache using only PogChamps and poggers. Okay. So that could just be a different tab. So if I could, so if I'm going to answer question, okay. So here's the idea that I had. So if I answer a question from this questions box right here, from this questions box, my thought is the original question in the questions box. Let's see if I can get, do they have images or drawing? This isn't going to be good. Let's see. Okay. So let's say this is chat. And so let's add, within this chat, we have a section dedicated to questions. And let's fill this with red. So within this, let's say we have an individual question in here. And so we'll make questions blue. So whenever I answer a question, this will, so maybe the text in here will be some different color, and when it gets answered, it'll move from blue to green. And when I answer a question, what will happen is in this chat down here that's rolling, there'll be a message. And silently, without this being in the actual message, it will send a message to all the people that asked this question. It will tag them, notifying them that this question has been answered, and to look at the above box. But this is all deeply practical, deeply implementation focused. I don't know, does that sound like a good idea? I think that's a good idea. I think that's the best way you can implement that, because that keeps the question on screen. This is pretty simple to implement with something like Firebase or Gun. You see a cute berry. See, this is my problem. So I actually have no experience doing this kind of stuff. It would be interesting for me to learn, and I'm a fairly proficient programmer, so I feel like I could do it. It might not be worth my time, but at least at the beginning, I feel like it's an interesting exercise that I would enjoy doing. But eventually, I might need help on it. Okay. I'm not sure how you know who asked a question with different wordings and such. Yeah. So here's my thought on that. My thought is that you can something like, well, see, the thing where you can add your question, wouldn't that just add a question? A chatbot will be useful? Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Yeah. So I agree with having a chatbot where that will automatically tie your name to a question. But my thought is, because all the people that asked a question might not think to, if their question's not in the box, they might not, that means they have to manually add themselves to that question. I think you can, so think about how in DGG chat and Streams chat, right? Think about what happens if what you write matches too closely to what you had written previously. You get muted for like 2 minutes, right? Because it says like 73% matched your last text. My thought is you could add a system like that will coalesce all of those people's question and just say it will choose a leader question out of those to put in that box, right? That seems like it would work just fine. Robot 9000. An open source chat moderation script. XKCD related. I love XKCD. That's the comic, right? Yeah. There's some funny ones. Written in Perl. Okay. Channels since adapted. It prevents repetition. Okay. Okay. I gotcha. You could program a machine learning chatbot? Yeah, I could. That detects similar questions? Yeah. I'm not sure how much better that will be than... I mean, so natural language recognition, that's what they call, like natural language processing, right? Is that what that field's called? Natural language processing. Natural language processing is an area of computer science and AI concerned with interactions between computers and human languages. Yeah. So we could do something natural. We could, oh man, we're going to make the most advanced chat that's ever existed if we're going to do natural language processing in a chat. I like it. I like the idea, though. I like the idea. Naively, though, we could just do pure similarities of just words, right? Naively. And then we could just choose a leader question to put in that box. Okay, so that's how we'd implement that. I think we phrased that. If you program a really sick bot on stream and unleash it upon Twitch, you could get followers that way? Yep, I could. I could. That would be interesting. But then people have to watch me write spaghetti code. Which people might watch too. Oh, I've got it. And then I make such a sick bot and then everybody wants my bot, right? And then guess what? I'm not going to put it on GitHub. I'm going to license it. All right. All right. Unleash the locusts upon Twitch. Okay. Save and close. That's actually a pretty neat thing. I've never used this before. Okay. Okay, so here's the second point that we need to consider. We need to consider how I ask. Okay, I mean before, but reinforcement learning would be easy to implement for the bot because people could flag their answer as close for feedback. No. I wasn't disagreeing with you or anything earlier. I absolutely believe that reinforcement learning is one of the most important ways to teach. I agree with you completely. They could flag their so here's my here's my thought, right? My thought is, oh no, never mind. So what I'm thinking about now though is when I ask questions. So, and I think this relates to what you're saying, Acute Berry, which is about reinforcement learning. So the idea of asking questions is for reinforcement. So this works well for chat asking questions, but now I need to figure out a way to get responses, right? So, I mean, theoretically, inside of here, we just add another tab for, streamer questions and chat questions, right? I think that works fine. Never mind. This works the same way. So we have another tab in here that's for streamer asked questions. And then when people write their answers to said question, we need to have those answers coalesced. Oof. Wait. This is kind of difficult because if people are going to be giving answers, it's likely they will be giving answers that are similar to one another, right? They're going to be giving well, if it's numerical. If it's numerical, it's likely that it will be similar to one another. So people might say 1.5 or 1.8 or 2. Okay. I should probably change. I'm not looking at dogs only right now. Designing a new chat. For a new website. Okay. So files is fairly simple. We just need a little sidebar thing where you can just open it up to download all the files that have been uploaded per this stream. So uploading images. So here's an interesting question that I don't know how to do this, besides having a bunch of moderators that approve or disapprove of questions. So how do we allow users to, and chatters to, upload pictures directly, not links to pictures? How do we moderate this? I mean, we could do some machine learning stuff again, and we could, okay, how many of you guys in here have seen what's it called? Silicon Valley. And they have Jin Yang has the app that's a hot dog or not a hot dog, and then Periscope apparently acquires the app to recognize. Yeah. So Jin Yang, hot dog or a hot dog or not a hot dog. We could do. I mean, theoretically, we could do something like that. Like a bandwidth cost of the server might get scary. Okay, but what if we could just limit the amount that people can post pictures, right? So people aren't just constantly spamming pictures. We could limit we could cap how many pictures a user can post. Because like I said, this is for teaching, right? But what if people post gore? That doesn't, I know what you mean. So that's why I was kind of, that's why I was making like joking at that a little bit. So that's why I was saying that the moderation of this is a very interesting subject to look at, because I don't know how you solve this problem. It's not apparent to me. Besides self-moderated, that's a great solution. Let's see how that works out. I've got a great idea. We'll create a dummy Twitch channel. Automatic and manual moderation. We'll create a dummy Twitch channel. You should have, I should have automatic and manual moderation. Some things should be manual, some things should be automatic. But the problem is, if there's a ton of people posting pictures, say this stream turns into a giant stream that has thousands of viewers, right? How do we moderate chat so that if, say, 20% of those 2,000 people, so say 400 people, that's when you switch to Fortnite. That's when I switch to Fortnite, and then I have 100,000 viewers. Yeah, right. What am I yawning? It's only like 8 p.m. I mean, I guess I've been up for 16 hours. Okay. Okay, so right now the solution is how do we moderate at scale, and this is going to just be some things are manual, some are not. Okay. Okay, so what other things would an ideal teaching chat have? Repost image to 4chan or something, see if it gets removed. Wait, just why? What does 4chan do? Or are you just talking about moderators on 4chan having to remove images? Is that your point? Because if that's your point, that's pretty scummy, because then you're let them moderate it. Okay. I mean, I guess. I mean, it's kind of a scummy thing to do, because then you're offloading that work to somebody else that's probably not consenting to that. They probably would get angry if they found out. Can you do like tests on stream so students can see if they are progressing? Maybe, but that means I have to make tests and I have to make answer keys. That seems pretty lame. I mean, I already am going to have to do that as a professor, but yeah, that seems like a lot of work. I mean, I guess I could. I mean, so here's the thing. How much time I put into this, it always has to be less than my actual research and academic career, because I care about that more than I care about streaming. And it sounds like something where you have to say, oh well, you never know how big this gets. But honestly, I don't see this ever becoming something where I'm not going to give up my academic career to be a full-time streamer. I enjoy academia too much. I enjoy research too much. I'm not going to sacrifice that. So then the question becomes, well, where's the trade-off between streaming and doing academia-related things? And how much time can I actually devote to academic stuff? Yeah, academia. I'm a PhD student, so yeah, academia. So if I'm going to be making tests and check like the progression of chat, that requires that's a lot of Patreon. Listen, I don't want to do a Patreon. I don't see the point of me doing a Patreon. Like, if people want to donate, there's a donate button already below. But I feel like once you start trying to scrap money from people, be it via Patreon or doing like heavy donation type things, I think you're kind of implying to the audience that the stream is that I'm reliant on the money that's coming in from the stream, and also that there's some obligation that because you're getting this content that I want you to pay for this content, when the truth is I want zero paywalls for my content. If you want to give money so that I can make the stream better and make my life better, which incidentally makes the stream better, okay. However, my primary concern is as much outreach as I can to teach people. You force your TAs to do it when you become a... Listen, that's the best idea I've seen to date. Listen, they're not going to be funded as TAs at whatever university I end up going to. They're going to be funded as mods. They're going to be moderators. Use Patreon for local ads? What do you mean for local ads? I don't understand. Listen, with this logo that I made, so this Adobe, listen, I actually thought about, I didn't think about actually doing this, but it would be pretty funny to just, listen, if this stream gets bigger and I start doing donations, the first thing that I will do is, or not the first thing, but if I get donations on a consistent basis after a certain point, I will definitely make it a priority that one of the first things I'm going to do is get physical side of the road billboards with that logo I made. I might even leave the Adobe Spark watermark that's in the bottom right on those billboards. I think that would be great. Yeah, that's a Pog champ. That's a Pog champion right there. That's how you grow a stream. Yeah, guys, give me a follow on that sweet Twitter, that sweet Twitch that we're on right now, or maybe you're on the Strims chat, and on the YouTube, if you like the content. Just found your stream. What EE stuff do you do? Excellent question. So, right now, recently, if you look at the YouTube link I have below, I've uploaded the VODs of the recent stuff. First of all, welcome, because this is the 4th day I've been streaming. So we're going over 5 different ECE textbooks. So we're going over, first, that we've already started, is, which one? Where is it? Okay. Is Computer Organization and Design. And so this is an introductory computer architecture book. We're going over crafting a compiler. This is kind of blended CS and ECE. So this is all about how would we design a very simple compiler. We're also going to be going over operating system concepts. So we're going to be, this is really a foundational operating systems book that we're going to be discussing. We're going to be going over computer networks, a systems approach. And so this is an introductory course in computer networks, very commonly used at universities. And then we're also going to be doing Fundamentals of Logic Design, which is pretty much a first course in computer engineering at most universities. And so I actually used the 7th edition of this book when I was a ECE undergrad student. Right now I'm a PhD student in computer engineering. You could get 2K followers from doing mass Twitter following. I can share the code for my bot if you want it. That's okay. I'm not terribly interested in min-maxing how... I'd rather be... It sounds stupid, but realistically it'd be good content to make. Yeah, that's true. You know, it's a trade-off here of... Because I am going into academia, I have to think of the ethics of doing this stuff as well. That's a big thing you have to kind of look at in academia. You have to ethics and so I could do that. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with doing mass Twitter following, but I don't like the idea. I like the and Twitch wouldn't care about Twitter terms of service violations. Yeah, maybe. I thought they cared about off-platform stuff right now. Nice, I have a CS degree, but I'm interested in EE. Okay. What kind of stuff are you interested in electrical engineering? That's interesting to me. So I know some people in CS, and I'm interested in some CS topics. But what specifically, do you have any idea of what you're interested in EE related? EE is a very wide field. So later on, we're probably going to be doing this, which is some very, very low-level EE. Okay. Hey, thanks for joining the stream. If you listen, catch the VOD later. We had a lot of fun today. We looked at a lot of dogs. Get some rest. It's pretty late there. Have a wonderful Monday. So this is another book that in the future we'll probably do, Digital Integrated Circuits. So this is actually... Oh yeah, great. All right. Well, have a nice night, man. Mostly basics. That book sounds nice. So this book is this is a pretty interesting book in the actual physical design of circuits. So it's not necessarily a fundamental book in how to design circuits, but this is how digital electronics nowadays are designed, or at least fairly recently. So like from a devices level of how a transistor actually looks. I think you would get a lot out of the computer architecture book that I'm going over now. And then eventually I'll be going over the follow-up book. So the book we're doing right now is Computer Organization and Design. There's the next book, which is a graduate computer architecture book called computer architecture or quantitative approach, and that's more modern computer architecture. So that might also be interesting to you. So what were we doing though? We were going over how to make a chat though, or what kind of what we would need to do to make a teaching focused chat. So we've gone over questions and files and uploading images. So incentives for learning. So tracking of questions answered. I'm debating on this part right here, not rankings. I feel like this is a meaningless thing when you're talking about teaching. Rankings? Because how do you really rank what people have understood? Because there might be somebody that doesn't answer any questions that... I find it really hard that somebody that... If somebody joins the stream late, then they're never going to be able to beat somebody that started from the very beginning as far as rankings. And so I'm thinking about maybe rolling how would rankings look over certain set periods of time, or define epochs to do these rankings over. So I don't know. Maybe rankings are fine. So tracking of questions answered would be a good way to incentivize learning. Tracking of which streams users watched. And so in this, we could measure a depth versus breadth of knowledge. So if somebody tunes in and catches every single stream of a certain series, like every single stream on computer architecture, versus somebody that catches a little bit of every stream, somebody could have a depth score, and then they could also have a breadth score. That would be interesting. Another incentive we could have is one-on-one tutoring. Like I said, I don't want to put this behind a paywall. So maybe the people that are consistently here, maybe those are the people that maybe those are the people that get to that get maybe pseudo-randomly selected for being able to get one-on-one tutoring. Score's good. Old poets could sunset out so people could always have a chance. Yeah, that's my thought. Okay. I think that's probably it, other than something like custom topics based upon what users want. But these don't matter, actually. This isn't something that is chat related. Okay, so let's see. What other... This is always hard once you get a couple ideas out. Once you get a couple ideas out, it's hard to... Sometimes you get locked in on these ideas, and it's hard to come up with others. So files, uploading images, incentives for learning. So we've already gone over communication between the streamer and the chatter. That everything right now has been over communication, but it hasn't been about learning experience. So, oh, I've got a great idea. What about something notes related? Like for people to take notes on. This is getting really, really complicated, and also going to cost a lot of money and time to implement. But if someone were able to take notes, even if it was just something as simple as a text editor like extension, that could be useful. Other than note taking, I mean, ideally what could happen is a notes bar would be cheap and fast to make. Yeah, I think so too. I think I'm overthinking that. Okay, acute berry. I have a great idea. Are you ready? For computer science streams, if there was a way to make that note taking so that somebody could send their code directly to me and we could run it on stream and it would copy in and I could copy it out, that would be amazing. That would be really cool. I think that would be really, really cool. That is some feedback like no other. Say somebody, like say for the intro programming thing, somebody has a bug in their code. I could automatically get somebody's code on stream and we could show how to debug. There are online compilers that let you save and share code online. Yeah, but that's on a different site. It would be interesting if it could be shared directly with me and I don't need to go through an intermediary. Listen, if we're going to design the best chat in the world, I mean, I want it to be all integrated, right? Of course, you can't be the best at everything, but I don't think this is really being the best. This is just two people being able to access the same notes at the same time, right? And having... I don't even need write privileges. Maybe backed by GitHub? Yeah. I think there are JS libs for this. Yeah, probably. Like I'm saying, this is just these a lot of these things hitting live. Yeah, maybe I'm not sure what that is, but I'm sure that this is implementable. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. I looked at what you were talking about. Hitting live. I looked at that. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, so a lot of these things are... So here's something to understand. None of this is research. Everything here exists. It just needs to be implemented. If not, it could be pretty easy to make with the aforementioned Firebase gun. Okay, yeah. None of this stuff is new stuff. Chats have existed forever, and good chats have existed for a very long time. So I'm not terribly concerned with being able to... or that this is, if this is implementable. I know it's implementable. It's just about, because the sharing is the difficult part. Well, not, is the sharing the difficult part if it's all with the same user? Not with, it's a many to one mapping, not a many to many mapping, right? Does that simplify it at all? Okay, so note taking. That was that's an interesting exercise. So Okay. So what other ideas can we come up with? So note-taking. So that's something that a Chad would want to do. Now, is there anything that I would like to be able to do? I have an idea. Chat groupings. So for certain topics, we could have collaborative work. We can partition, that's not how you spell collaborative. We could partition chat, and each subchat would be able to work on a specific thing, not interfering with each other. Now this is a very abstract concept to me, and this doesn't seem like a great idea, because what if somebody's there not to participate in these? Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, what if somebody is gonna come and chat and they don't want to participate in these chat groupings? But then I thought to myself, okay, maybe this is something that you add as a command to the bot, and they say, I want to be in grouping, I want to be grouped, or I don't want to be grouped. And if you're not grouped, you never go to the sectioned off chat. Now you should always have the ability to go into both chats. Is unfortunately late. My Airbnb's internet is failing. I'll tune back in if you go online tomorrow. Good luck. Hey, thanks to Cuteberry. I'll be online tomorrow. Listen, I'm going to be posting the schedule. It's going to be tentatively around 7 p.m. to around 10:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, Eastern Standard Time. And then Saturdays and Sundays, I'm still working out the time, but likely around 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But hey, have a great night. Have a great night, buddy. And hey, go out there and learn something new. All right. I think this is a good start. Okay. I spent way longer on than I was ever planning to, but I'm glad we did. I think we picked up a couple people that are interested in the topics. I think we learned a little bit about what we want as far as a dog goes. And I think we learned a little bit about how we can create a better chat, a chat from the ground up that's focused on education rather than just purely entertainment. Because I feel like if we took like the Strims chat, it would just look like a bunch of patches on top, and it wouldn't. It's not what it's designed for. I think we need a more holistic solution. But hey guys, thanks for joining the stream. Thanks for stopping by. It's been great talking with you all today. I realize this hasn't been aligned, and I apologize for that. So hey guys, have a wonderful rest of your evening. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. If it's already Monday, have a great Monday. And I'll talk to you guys later. So go out there and learn something new. Ciao.